We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Good morning, all of you. Today's topic is formation and action of thyroid hormones. In this lecture, we will cover 2 topics. One is formation and release of thyroid hormone, and second one is function of thyroid hormones. Now, first part is formation and release of thyroid hormones. Thyroid gland is only endocrine gland that store its secretory product in large quantity, normal about 100 days supplies. These are the various steps of formation of T3 and T4 means thyroid hormones. First step is iodide trapping, second one is synthesis of thyroglobulin, third one is oxidation of iodide, fourth one is iodination of tyrosine, fifth coupling of T1 and T2, sixth pinocytosis and digestion of colloid, seventh secretion of thyroid hormones, and eighth transport in the blood. In these figures, these all 8 steps are mentioned. First, iodide trapping, second, synthesis of thyroglobulin, third one is oxidation of iodide, fourth one is iodination of tyrosine, fifth coupling of T1 T2, sixth pinocytosis, seventh secretion of thyroid hormones, and eighth transport in the blood. Okay, now we will start from first steps, iodide trapping. This is the blood vessels, it contains bloods, it is the follicular cells, and it is lumen, and it contains colloid. These 3 parts is very important. Again, it is blood vessels, it contains blood, its light yellow color is follicular cells, and it is lumen. Okay, now first steps is iodide trapping. These follicular cells trap, its name indicate trapping, trap. This follicular cell trap iodide from blood using active transport mechanism. Active transport mechanism means it will use ATP as well as transporter. And so thyroid gland normally contain most of the iodide in the body. In these figures we can see these follicular cells trap iodide from blood. It is the first step, iodide trapping. Now second step is synthesis of thyroglobulin. There are 2 functions of follicular cell. One is trapping of iodide, and second one is synthesis of thyroglobulin. What is thyroglobulin? It is a large glycoprotein. It is produced in rough endoplasmic reticulum. Now it is modified in Golgi complex and packaged in secretory vesicles. And then vesicle undergo exocytosis, and which release thyroglobulin into the lumen of the follicle. Third step is oxidation of iodide. Some of the amino acids in the TGB, but particularly tyrosines, that will become iodinated. But negatively charged iodine cannot bind to tyrosine until they undergo oxidation to iodine. Iodide cannot bind to tyrosine, so oxidations are required. As iodine are being oxidized, then they pass through the membrane and go into lumen of the follicles. Fourth step is iodination of tyrosines. Iodine molecules form, they react with tyrosine amino acids that are the part of thyroglobulin molecules, and if one iodine atoms bind to tyrosines and it's produced monoiodotyrosines, and if two iodine molecule binds with tyrosine then it is produced diiodotyrosines. The TGB with attached iodine atoms, sticky material that are accumulated stored in the lumen of the thyroid follicles, and it is known as colloid. Now fifth steps is coupling of T1 and T2, monoiodotyrosines and diiodotyrosines. During the last steps in the synthesis of thyroid hormones, two T2 molecules join to form T4s, and one T1 and T2 joints and to form T3. The sixth steps is pinocytosis and digestions of colloid. Droplet of colloid re-enter the follicular cells by pinocytosis. Again, these colloids re-enter into these follicular parts of the cells by which mechanism? Pinocytosis. Pinocytosis is the type of transport mechanism, and after that it is merged with lysosomes. After entering in follicular cell, it merged with lysosomes, and we all know that lysosomes contains a lots of digestive enzymes. So these digestive enzymes of lysosomes break down this TGB and release T3 and T4. Seventh, secretion of thyroid hormones. T3 and T4 are lipid soluble, and due to the lipid solubility they diffuse easily from plasma membranes and go into interstellar fluids and then into the blood. T4 is secreted in greater quantity compared to T3, but T3 is more potent compared to T4. But generally, after entering the body, T4 is converted into T3 by removal of one iodine. And the last steps is transport in the blood. After formation, transported in the blood. So 99% of both hormones T3 and T4 that combine with transport proteins in the bloods, and the name of the transport protein is thyroxine binding globulin. So after binding this TBG, it transported. But here don't confuse between TGB and TBG. TGB is a thyroglobulin and TBG is a transport protein, thyroxine binding globulin. Now second part of today's lecture is actions of thyroid hormones, means functions of thyroid hormones, means physiology of thyroid. Most body cells have receptor of thyroid hormones, so T3 and T4 produce their effect throughout the body. First, thyroid hormone increase the basal metabolic rate BMR, the rate of oxygen consumptions under standard as well as basal condition like awake, at the rest and in the fasting condition, by stimulating the use of cellular oxygens to produce ATP. So in first steps, in first function of the thyroid hormone is increase basal metabolic rate BMR and produce ATP. When basal metabolic rate increase, cellular metabolism of carbohydrate, lipid and protein are also increased. Second functions, major effect of thyroid hormone is to stimulate synthesis of sodium potassium ATPase pump, and these pumps which use large amount of ATP to continue eject sodium ion from cytosol into the extracellular fluids and potassium ion from extracellular fluid into the cytosols. As cells produce and use more ATP, in first steps we have already seen that thyroid hormone produce more amount of ATP. In second steps we have seen that it use more amount of ATP. So the cells produce and use more ATP and generate more heat, and so increase the body temperature, and this all the phenomenon is known as calorigenic effect. So second function is use of ATP and calorigenic effect. Third one is regulation of metabolism. Thyroid hormones stimulate protein synthesis, increase the use of glucose and fatty acids for the synthesis of ATP. It also increase lipolysis and enhance cholesterol excretions, and by these two mechanisms it reduce blood cholesterol levels. Thyroid hormones enhance some actions of catecholamines, means adrenalines, because they upregulate beta receptor. Usually For these reasons, symptoms of hypothyroidism are increased heart rate, increased force of heart, and increase the blood pressure. Thyroid hormones with insulin and with growth hormones, it accelerate body growth and particularly nervous systems and skeletal system. So, if deficiency of thyroid hormone during the fetal development, during the infancy, during the childhood, it causes severe mental retardations and inhibit the bone growth. Thank you very much.